Hi, this is Nathan at Rain Networks, and today we're going to go through how to create a schedule in Macrium SiteManager as one of the key components for creating a backup job. After we've initially installed SiteManager and we go to the Schedules option on the left, we'll be given this option here, where we can either create a new schedule. This is just a blank basic schedule, or Macrium has a bundle of default schedules that it can give you that are great as a starting point for creating schedules. I really like this option and I highly recommend it. We're going to go ahead and use this for our setup. I'm going to go ahead and hit Create Default Schedules, and you will see that we're given 5 starter schedules to utilize for our backup jobs. Okay? We're going to start for our test environment here with an incremental backup set. What an incremental backup set means is that we're going to run a full backup at some point, and then we're going to follow that full backup with a set of incremental backups on a schedule. What you can do here is make a copy of this incremental backup set. This considered, I kind of look at these as like a template, as a starting template. So I like to copy them and then edit that copy that I've made as my using schedule. All right. So the way that you make a copy is go down to the bottom here. You'll need to scroll over to the right with this scroll bar, and you'll see this copy button right here. And I click copy. And then I'm going to go ahead and give my schedule a name. We'll call it Nathan Incremental Test 1. You'll see that that now shows up in my list, and I can edit this schedule. I'm going to scroll back over, and I'm going to start by editing the triggers of my schedule. The triggers are when these backups are going to be firing off. And so I'm going to click this edit button, and you can see here, these are the triggers that are built into my schedule. With this, we have a trigger where we have the backup kicking off at 9 a.m. on Monday, on the first Monday of the month. I don't really like that in this case. I want mine to happen on a weekend. So I'm going to change the Monday to a Saturday. I'm going to uncheck the Monday, and then I would like mine to happen a little earlier in the day. So I'm going to say 6 a.m. on this first Saturday of the month. Now, I happen to be doing this on February 11th, and so I actually want my backups to happen this upcoming Saturday. So I'm going to go ahead in my case and say the second Saturday of the month. All right, so that's my initial trigger for my full backups. And then I'm intending on the rest of the days of the month to run an incremental, but you can see here, this is set for 9 a.m. I would rather this happen kind of in the middle of the night when nobody's working. Okay, now that we've set this schedule, I can click next and tell it how many copies of backups I want Macrium to save. This is our retention rules screen here. In my case, I want to keep 3 complete months of backup. Now, remember, my full is running once a month on the second Saturday of the month. So in that case, I'm going to select 3, and I'm going to select backups as how many I'm saving. That's going to save 3 months of fulls. And then for incrementals, if I wanted to save, say, 3 months, I might save 90 days worth of incrementals. Okay. If I click next here, I get some options here on what you might want Macrium to do if a backup fails or if a backup is offline. You can set these to however you like, and then hit finish. And now my schedule is saved. That's how easy it is to create a schedule. And again, if you scroll to the right here, you can use this copy option to quickly make schedules over and over again. And it's a great way to make schedules. Now, you can make a schedule for each machine, or you can have one schedule that applies to multiple machines. You'll see how that works later when I go through a repository setup. But oftentimes, I will make an individual schedule and definition for each individual machine.